guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to film a video for you guys all about how I curl my hair and get it to be this super fun, like beach waves, PC, messy, you know? Today's Bible verse comes from 1 Thessalonians 5:18, and it says, "In everything give thanks." That is super short and sweet, but sometimes that's how we like it. And I'm pretty sure you understand what that means, but just in case, all it means is in everything in your life, give thanks, be thankful to God for the things that you do have, and don't focus on the things that you don't have. Be thankful that you have air in your lungs, be thankful that you have hair on your head, and that you are living life. It may not be the best life ever right now, and you may be struggling, but there's always something to be grateful for, to be thankful for. So today, make sure that you take a second to think about what you are thankful for and just sit there and thank God that you have everything that you do have. That's not to say that sometimes it doesn't suck that we don't have the things that we wish for, but that's why we can pray for those things. And while we pray and ask God for the things that we want, not that we need, but that we want, we can also thank Him for the things that He has already given us in our lives. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to go follow me over on Instagram. My name is @MaloneMUA, just like here on YouTube. I'm currently doing the 100 Days of Makeup Challenge, and I would love if you would go and join me and just hang out with me while I do 100 days of makeup. I'm at like day 64 or 65 right now, so we're almost done. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, be my friend. Subscribe to my channel until the end. Subscribe! Oh, I kind of just hit a note there. Oh, girl. But yeah, if you guys want to see how I get my hair to be all curly and fun and beach waves, just like this, then just keep on watching. Now I feel weird whenever I say that because Austin made fun of me. Just keep on watching. That's how videos work. Okay, so as you can see, my hair is pretty bad right now. All I did was shower last night. I washed my hair last night and then I slept on it, so it kind of has like these kinky ends to it. So the first thing that I'll do, of course, it's all the way dry, and it's pretty much clean hair, but it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of not super clean because I slept on it, you know, because you never want to curl your hair on super clean hair because then it just doesn't turn out nearly as good. Usually second day hair is the best, so this is kind of sort of like second day since I showered last night, but it's kind of still like first day, but we're going to try to make it work. So the first thing, of course, that I'll do is I just go in with a hairbrush. This is one of the wet brushes. I absolutely love this brush. So the first thing that I'll do is I just go in and I just brush through all like the tangles. My hair gets tangled really, really easily. It always has my whole life. So I usually always start at the bottom and then I like make my way up. That's just because my mom's a hairdresser and she told me that whenever you brush your hair, you start at the bottom, you comb out the tangles, and then you move your way up, and that prevents from like breaking your hair, I guess, off. Especially for us blondies, it's really easy to have our hair just kind of break off because our hair is a little bit dead. So that's a good trick, to just start from the bottom and brush your way up if you have tangles. Okay, so the next thing that I do after I go through and I brush it is I will just take a straightener. You can take any old straightener. I curl my hair with a straightener. A lot of people ask all the time, oh my gosh, how do you curl your hair? It looks so good. It looks like the perfect beach waves. And the reason that it looks like that is because I use a straightener. Now this straightener is very old. It is ghetto. It is like probably 6 or 7 years old. I used it in middle school, so I kind of need a new straightener, but it still works, and it works really good for this technique. So I'm like, if it's not broke, why fix it? So the first thing that I do is I kind of just split my hair in the back into 2 sections. And then I actually will throw one section behind because I always start on this side with curling my hair, and then I always do this side last, just because this side is thicker. I have more hair on this side. So I like to start out with the easy side. And basically all I do is I just take my finger and I get a little chunk of hair and pull it out, and I actually will usually go smaller than that. So I usually take like, this is not a lot of hair, like only a little bit of hair, and I separate it out from that one. And then what I'll do is I'll take my straightener and I'll clamp. I cannot see a single thing that I'm doing. Okay, I had to get my mirror because I could not see what I was doing in the viewfinder, so we're gonna try that again. So we're gonna take just a little piece from the back and split it away from the rest of our hair. And then I'm gonna go in with my straightener and I'm just going to clamp on that piece of hair, and then I'm gonna spin and like pull it down as I get more towards the end of the hair. So I clamp, and then I kind of just pull it out all the way to the end. And as you can see, it creates this really pretty curl. Super easy. This technique is so easy. So when that's done, I will just throw that curl in the back, and then I will move on to the next piece. I grab the next chunk, go in with my straightener, twist it, and I pull it all the way through, pull down. And this one, as you can see, is a little bit more straight. It's not so curly. And so with pieces like that, I usually will like just pick out, like this piece here is a little bit too straight. So I'll just go in and I'll go right over the top of it so that this piece is now more curled. And I like it to be very piecey. I don't want like a bunch of big curls in my hair. I want like a bunch of like really piecey, like really fun little curled pieces, if that makes sense. So I just continue to work my way through my hair, grabbing little pieces at a time and pulling it through so it creates a curl, and then I toss it in the back. And this curling technique is probably not the best thing for your hair. It's actually probably really bad because it just like fries the heck out of your hair as you pull it down, but it gives you a really pretty curl. So if you think it's worth it. And sometimes I do have to go over like the pieces a few times to get them to be like exactly how I'm wanting them to be. And sometimes too, they only will curl like more towards the bottom, and then the top stays a little bit straight. So in that case, I'll just go back in and I'll just curl the top, and then I'll stop and let it fall. And then now the top is curled as well. Okay, so now as you can see, I have one side curled and one side not curled. So this side isn't super incredible yet, but that's kind of what I do. I go through and I curl each piece, and then I toss it in the back, and then I move to the next side, and then we will go in and do like kind of the next step. Yeah, I was gonna say the final touches, but it's not. Oh. It would be the next step that I do. So I'm gonna toss that one in the back, and then I grab this side, and I just go and do the same exact thing. But I curl the opposite way. So on the other side, we were turning the, see, that one did not turn out good. On the other side, we were spinning this way, and on this side, we're gonna spin this way. So you always wanna go away from your face. Also, when I get to the end of my hair, I don't really like to curl the end of my hair. Like, I don't want it to be like this super like curly Q at the end. I like it to be more like curled to a more straight end, just because that gives you more of like the beachy wave look. So the way that I accomplish that is, I don't know if I can really explain it. So basically I'll take like the chunk of hair, and I will go through, turn the curling iron, spin it, and I'll pull outwards. And then when I get to the end of my hair, I kind of pull down, and then I let go right before I get to the tip of my hair. And that leaves just this like part from here down. It leaves it more straight, so it's not such a like super curly Q at the bottom. And if you do end up going in like this and you end up curling the end way more than you were wanting to, for example, this piece right here, I don't know if you can see, yeah, so this piece right here, now it's way curled at the bottom and I don't want it like that. All I do is I take the straightener and I go right over the top of it, and now it's straightened out. So it's a super easy fix if you do accidentally do that. And your curls do not have to be perfect. I kind of just let mine all do their own thing because I do want that like super messy, fun look to them. And if they're all perfect, then they are not gonna have that messy, fun beach wave look. Okay, so now that your hair is curled on both sides, the next thing that I do is I like to, and you don't have to do this, I just do this because it makes it a little bit more like messy and fun, and you know we're all about that lie. So the next thing that I'll do, this shirt keeps coming out, so I keep having to like pull it down. But the next thing that I'll do is I go in and I just take like little pieces from the top of my hair, and I go in and I curl the base of them. And what this does is it gives like a super fun, like a bunch of just little tiny curls throughout the top. And I only take like probably like 3 pieces on each side, 3 or 4 pieces on each side that I do this to. Okay, so as you can see, that made this side have like more oomph at the top of it and more curl at the top than this side, which is all like flat at the top. So now I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna put curls in the other side in the top. And I usually too, I don't put any like super close to my face. The closest that I'll do on this side for my bangs is like back right here. I don't want to go like do one like right in the front because it'll be like a little weird curly cue. I like to keep it back like right behind where my bangs are. And if there's any pieces that are bugging you at this point, you can go in and just kind of fix them and get them to like do what you were wanting them to do. Okay, so now that we have all the curls and we have some little fun ones up top, the next thing that I'll do is I like to go in and just kind of go like this and mess it up. I take my hand like this and I go underneath my hair like, and I just like shake back and forth and really shake out those curls because I don't want them to be super perfect. And this is kind of gonna add body to your hair as well. And sometimes too, I'll even like flip my head over and like shake my hair out like that. But for this video, I'm not gonna flip my head over. Okay, so now after it looks like this, it looks pretty good at this point. The next thing that I'll do is I'll go in with my hairspray, and I have the Big Sexy Hair spray and play harder. I don't know if it's like a certain kind, but this is the one that I have. And so what I do is I just take this and I just start pulling pieces up, and I just do little spritz, like little sprays. I really like this hairspray because it holds really well and it gives you good body. But you also want to be careful with how much you spray, because if you go too crazy, then your hair will get like kind of rock hard. And I'll pull it over to one side, spray a little bit, go to the next side. Okay, so now that we have hairsprayed it and we have product in it, once again, I will pull it all to the front. And this is where I go back in with that brush again, with my wet brush. And what I do with this is I just take it and I kind of like, I put it to my head and then I like move it up and down in different ways. And what this is gonna do is it's just gonna add body to the top of your hair, almost like teasing it a little bit, but not like extremely teasing it. I personally don't tease my hair other than like doing this, because every time I do, you can see it and it doesn't look good and I don't know how. So I don't tease it. So I just take this wet brush, and I feel like this wet brush is so bomb for this. If you do not have a wet brush, you need to get one. I think they're like 10 bucks and they seriously are lifesavers. So I just take that and I do it all around my hair. I just kind of like up and down, fluff it around. Hey, that rhymed. And sometimes also I'll take it into the bottom of my hair and I'll just kind of fluff it up that way. And if you don't like your hair being this big, don't worry, it does die down throughout the day. Like, it doesn't stay this massive all day, though I wish it did. Oh my gosh, I keep getting hair stuck in my gloss. I wish my hair would stay this big all day because I am like obsessed with big, fun, curly hair. Okay guys, and that is how I get my big, fun, playful, beach wave, curly, messy hair style. I also too, just so you know, like throughout the day, if you're like going places and your hair is kind of dying down and getting smaller, I'll take my hands and I'll kind of like rub my hair together and kind of just like rub it together, and that'll kind of give it like the more teased effect too. Like if you're out on the run and you don't have time to like fluff it up again, I'll just go through and like do that to a bunch of different pieces, and that will help like bring it back to life, you know? So yeah, that is all that I have for you guys today. If you love how this hairstyle turned out and if you try to do it, please tag me in it. I would love to see how you guys do your hair, and if this technique works out for you, let me know in the comments below if you liked me doing a hair tutorial. This is probably the only one I'll ever do, honestly, because I have no idea how to do hair other than this right here. So yeah, but I thought it would be fun to like switch it up and do kind of like a fun hair tutorial because I've had so many people request this video, request how I get my hair to look like this. So yeah, I hope you guys loved this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.